Hi everyone, welcome back to another phonics video. In today's video, I've got a double whammy for you. We're going to be exploring two sounds that your preschoolers have been exploring over the past 2 weeks. So, they are and I've chosen to pair these two together because and often sound quite similar. And these are really great examples of why it's so important that when we teach phonics and when we explore phonics all the way back to phase 1, that we are making a point of teaching about listening with your ears, but also looking, and it's really important to use your eyes to notice the difference between how your mouth looks when you form different sounds. So let's start with Now, we've been telling the children that we want to see their teeth when they're making this sound. It's made by putting your tongue on the roof of your mouth and the sound comes from behind. You might want to have a go at practicing this by saying it really quietly. Or really quickly. Sound really silly. It all helps to practice sound. Get it embedded in there. Our capital letter is N. And let's have a look at some things that start with our sound, shall we? Okay, first we have nose, nose. Next we have nut, nut. We have nest, nest. Next is nail, nail, nail. And last we have net, net, net. Net is really helpful for us when we're forming our grapheme. It's not quite this net, if you have a look at our grapheme here. It looks a little bit like a different type of net though. It looks a bit like a goalpost or a football net. I can see a post here and a net here. If your children use the Read, Write, Ink programme at their school when they start in September, they may be introduced to a character here. I don't use the character for a few reasons. One being that he's called Nobby, and 2 being that I don't want to confuse the children. They may go to a school that uses Read, Write, Ink, they may not. So I just tend to call this bit the post. So we go down the post, up and over the net. Shall we have a go with your magic pencils? Down the post, up and over the net. Perfect. Okay. The Jolly Phonics song for is also really helpful for making the sound because it's all about an aeroplane and it's the sound it makes when it flies in the sky. So the action is put your arms out like an aeroplane and go like that, making sure you're showing your teeth. Okay. On the other hand, don't want to see your teeth at all. Hide them behind your lips. Lips together. You can feel it sometimes vibrating at the back of your lips when you make the sound from your throat. Fab. The capital letter is M, and if I had £1 for every time somebody told me that this is the letter that their mummy's name starts with, I would be very rich indeed. So, let's have a look at some things that start with our sound. We have a mouse, mouse. A map, map. The preschoolers have been brilliant at blending that one together. Next is moon, moon. Monkey, monkey. And mountain. Mountain is going to be handy for us for our formation phrase. Just like also has a character within the grapheme. This time the straight line down is Maisie. Again, I don't want to be confusing, so I've just been saying down, up, mountain, mountain. So we're seeing these 2 loopy bits as mountains. We've been stressing that there are 2 mountains, there aren't 4, there aren't 5, there aren't 1, there isn't 1. There's 2. Down, up, mountain, mountain. You might want to have a go again with your magic pencils. This time you might want to do it on your leg. give yourself a tickle, or on the floor, or you might want to do it in a tray with some rice and have a go and see if you can see it forming within the gaps with the rice. Okay, the Jolly Phonics song for is all about making some yummy food, and that's really handy because the action is just like that, helping you think of something really delicious to make that sound. Unfortunately, the free subscription to Phonics Play has now ended. Don't worry, I've still got a log on here, so your children are still accessing those fantastic resources, but yeah, it might be a little bit harder to practice your phonics and apply and things at home if that's what you're wanting to do, but there were tons of great ideas on there, lots of things that can be replicated at home. For example, the speed trial game where you just saw the different graphemes, you can do that, write them on a bit of paper, yeah. But yes, thank you so much for listening to me again, and I will see you next week for our next sound. Bye!